Do you remember when we were in like middle school, actually probably elementary school, and you would say something to a boy on the playground and then they would say, I know you are, but what am I? That's what this is giving. So you took a term that was actually created for men. It's the male loneliness epidemic. And now you're trying to turn it around and say the women loneliness epidemic, which doesn't have quite the same ring to it. So maybe let's go with female loneliness epidemic. But here's the thing. Women are not lonely. We're single by choice because we don't want you in our Barbie dream house. Like, we literally are surrounded by pink furniture and pink wall decorations and all the cutesy little things. We don't want you in Barbie's dream house. She's Barbie. He's just Ken. We're not lonely. We're single by choice. And that's because men like you have the emotional intelligence of a wet sock. So we would rather be single, and that's something you should be concerned about, not us, because we are actually very good over here. But thank you for checking.
I know men are really lonely. I'm a spicy content creator.
This ought to be interesting, at least.
And my most requested spicy audio recently has been love. These men are messaging me like, can you say my name and tell me you love me and miss me?
So what, in their expert opinion, that being of a female spicy content creator, does that actually mean?
You guys did this to yourself. No one likes you and no one misses you either, to the point where you have to pay people to say it to you.
Right. See, what they're failing to take into account is that they don't deal with the majority of men. The majority of men that are reasonable and mentally healthy. Because those men would never lower themselves to actually having to pay a woman for any kind of services, especially not having someone pretend to care about them. Because contrary to what some women might think, men would rather be lonely than actually have to lower themselves to paying for false affection.
Men see divorce as separation. Women see it as punishment. That's the difference between us. Men think we're not together anymore. Women think, can I inflict him with suffering for 20 more years? Ever since the invention of no-fault divorce by women's legal groups, she can cheat and still take everything. She can separate you from your DNA, make you pay her legal fees, and steal a chunk of your business that you built alone. Nothing is off the table. That's why so many men don't fear being alone. They fear the exit fee.
Let's break this down real quick. How can a woman be on your... Because here's the thing, in case you don't know.
Yeah, no,
because some women may feel like texting is being on your... Texting you first, that's doing too much, but that's a lot for some women.
Yo, that is crazy.
That's a lot. I see it online all the time.
In simple terms, it really just goes to gratitude. To be on a man's dick, just showing him you appreciate his efforts. That's it. It's just like bigging us up for the shit he do for you. Like, that's it. It shouldn't be a struggle to say thank you with enthusiasm. Like, that should be easy to do. It's not always easy because women try to navigate a man's ego by trying to destroy it. So it's like, instead of stroking a man's ego, see, there's a reason why strippers make money. Strippers make money because they understand the art of getting in a man's head to make us feel desired, to feel admired and feel appreciated. We know it's a game.
Yeah.
We're in a fucking strip club. You're going to say this to him and him. And none of this matters because the moment I run out of these ones, this illusion fades. But the women that we actually give our genuine, dedicated time and energy and effort to feel like doing that will put a man in a space that she don't want him in. And it's like, just being on our, just simply just giving gratitude for our effort. Just saying, like, in an enthusiastic way, showing that reciprocity of like, yo, I'm thinking about you. That's being on my, you tell me you're thinking about me, I'm ready. Because I already got a level that I want to kick into. I just got to make sure that the space is there. And we like, and it's so funny.
It's a green light?
Yeah, like, because you got to understand from our experiences as men too, we have pursued women who play games to the point where we got tired of that. Like, you know what? I ain't got time to be like, if you don't kind of show me this level of interest and effort, I really ain't on your type of time. We need y'all still to give a concerted effort towards showing us, like, I value what you do. I think you handsome. Like, how many times do you just compliment a nigga? You're like, you look good today. Like, we be fighting for compliments. You smell good. It's like, you know how a woman compliments you? Who you got your haircut for? Oh, that's the compliment. Why you smelling all good? That's the compliment. That's when I know I got that on her, I
Yeah.
smell good when she get insecure. I don't want it to be that. I want it to be the opposite. I want to walk out feeling confident because I really just want the same thing y'all want. We want y'all to feel about us the way we feel about y'all, that you're the most desired person in my life.
Basic, easy.
Oh, I'm fresh out the can, baby. Yeah, I'm fresh out the can, baby. Yeah. And got straight to it. And got straight to it, though. And got straight to it. Yeah, clock it. Nigga, stop playing. Got straight to it, baby. I got, but we ain't even gonna count. We ain't gonna count in my drawer. I'm talking in my drawer.
Wait, hold on. My cash app. You want my cash app?
You want mine?
No, I want you to send me money because you popping it like you got it. Like
Then send you money for what? Cause I've been watching you take your little ass. I seen all that, right?
you
Like for what? Like who are you to make me want to send you some bread? No, that's with all due respect. Like I don't mind sending that. That's nothing. But why, baby? Give me a reason, baby.
Because you popping it like you got it. We never.
I got it, but why do I need to give it to you? Like you gonna shake some? You gonna what are you gonna do for me to make me want to even spend a minute with you, let alone $1? Why would I invest in a business that's not doing nothing?
It's doing something for me though.
What are you doing? What does that do for me? You're being selfish, Fred. You're being selfish.
I am.
Don't be selfish. So what are we doing? So give me a reason. Oh, she got little chicks back there. I see you, baby. Anyways.
Listen, it's okay. I don't want to know more. I said the reason, and if you're not satisfied,
that's not a good. I'm not satisfied. It's not a good enough reason, Ashley.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye.
Well, bye. Hit that.
You hang up.
Didn't they teach you how to hang up on niggas? Hang up on me. Hang up on me. Hang up on me. Hang up on me. Hang up. I'm not hanging up either now. I'm not hanging up, so we're just gonna be here. Just look at me. Then just look at me.
Never in my life have I ever heard an Asian woman say, oh, he don't know how to be a real man. Never in my life have I heard a Mexican girl say, oh, he don't know how to be a real man. Never in my life, and I've been here a long time, have I ever heard a white woman, an Indian woman, anybody say, he don't know how to be a real man except for a black woman. A black woman is quick to tell a man how to be a man and how he don't know how to be a man when she don't even got a dad in her life. She ain't even got an uncle. She ain't even got a grandpa. How she know what the a dad supposed to be doing? How she know what a man supposed to be doing? All she know is that if he's not spending money when she asks him to, when he's not taking her on dates when she asks him to, oh, he don't know how to be a real man. He's not putting up with your attitude. He's not dropping down to your level of arguing with you. Oh, he don't know how to be a real man. He's running from his problems. Yeah, like who the sits up here and wants to argue at 6 o'clock in the morning? Nobody. Who wants to deal with somebody giving them the cold shoulder simply because they can? Nobody. That's the thing. Black women are so quick to put black men down online, but when they do it back, oh, they hate their mom. No, you guys sit up here and say every time, he don't know how to be a real man. Other races do not do that. Other races don't bring up the 50-50 thing. You know what I mean? They don't. We don't even know if they're doing 50-50. We have no idea what they're doing because they don't come on here and tell us. You don't see Asian women be like, oh, I use for money, You don't see that. You only see that from black women. And I keep trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't want to hear me. It is as simple as shutting the up. It is that simple. Just shut the up. Don't be loud. Don't be out here fighting. Don't be out here twerking. Don't be out here trying to be like Lotto. It's that simple. I don't see how you don't get it.
Game up, bro. Y'all got these thinking they deserve to be spoiled over nothing, gang. These out here feeling entitled.
Nah, I've got a perfect story time for this exact conversation, man. One time I was just talking to a girl, just casual conversation, just getting to know her a little bit. And I asked her, what is your idea of the perfect first date? Like if a man took you on this date, you would just be so happy and so excited because it's just perfect to you. This lady looked me in my face, no joking. She was serious. She said, a trip to Bora Bora. And I was confused. I was shocked. I was expecting some regular answer like a walk in the park or maybe some fun activities, maybe her favorite food, you know, regular. She said Bora Bora. I was shook. I said Bora Bora, like the remote island getaway resort with the crazy blue water, that Bora Bora? And she looked at me and she said, yeah, that Bora Bora. So I told her, I said, I ain't gonna lie. Not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but that's a little bit crazy, you know, expecting somebody that doesn't really know you to just take you to Bora Bora as a first date is kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. And when I said that to her, she immediately clapped back at me and she said, well, if you can't afford to do it, just say that. See, now I'm finna turn up and get real disrespectful with your goof, man, because it's not a matter of whether I can or can't afford it. It's why would I want to do that for somebody I don't know? I'd honestly prefer to get to know somebody a bit more before being expected to drop bands on them like that. Shawty, can you even afford to take yourself to Bora Bora? That's the real question. Have you ever even been there? Probably not, but you want somebody else to just come in your life and just do that for you for what? Who are you for what?
And modern women aren't really understanding because they live in a world of delusion. There was a woman that's saying, well, you know, you guys have the male loneliness epidemic, and y'all try to turn it around and say that there is a single women loneliness epidemic. And that doesn't have quite the same ring to it. That's the problem. Y'all are sitting here thinking that mental health is trending. It's a trendy term. Oh, it doesn't have the same ring to it. It doesn't matter what type of ring it has. It don't have to ring at all. It can be on silent or vibrate. It's still an issue there. Well, we don't want you because I don't want to hear that. We don't want you in our Barbie dollhouse. That's exactly what we're talking about right there. You're in a Barbie dollhouse. You're in a land of delusion. That's the problem that you're having right now. You need to pull yourself together. Come back to reality, please.
If you're a hyper-independent woman or person, you self-sabotage in one of three ways. See, if you're hyper-independent, you feel like you can't rely on others, come across as logical or cold, are unemotional, and even struggle to be vulnerable. And I know your standards are extremely high, which you actually use as a coping mechanism. See, because you're somebody who's hyper-independent, not only do you value independence and being alone, but you also value control and autonomy. Mixed out with the fact that you dislike and even fear emotional closeness and vulnerability, the higher of a barrier of entry you can create to your heart from potential options, the more emotional, mental, or physical distance you can create from them. Because if they can never meet your extremely high standards, you never actually have to give them a chance for emotional closeness, vulnerability, or for you to lose control or autonomy. So even though you deep down do want a loving relationship, subconsciously you create extremely high standards and often nitpick your options and say there's no good men out there, or say there's no good women out there, and all your options are trash, even though you are just using these extremely high standards to protect yourself. Well, mix in the fact that you compare these new options to your ex and how they don't match up to your ex, even though when you were with your ex, they never matched up to the ideal you had in your head. Hey, whoa, I come in peace.
I went from single to married in 6 months, and I wanted to give some advice to my smart, independent, ambitious ladies out there who are looking to marry a provider, but you are afraid that if you marry a provider, you're going to lose your independence, and you definitely don't want to be a gold digger. Here are some tips that I have for you. The first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to undo the years of programming that programmed you into thinking that men are bad, men are evil, there's no good men out there. There are so many healthy, good, loving provider men out there who want to cherish you as a woman. Like I said, this is not about gold digging or using a man for money. This is about allowing yourself to be fully expressed in your feminine energy. It's about feeling supported and loved and protected by the masculine. And it's about being a woman with options, being able to work and make your own money and be supported and provided for by your husband. Because you can have both, but the first thing you need to do is you need to heal your relationship with the masculine. Men are here to love, protect, defend women. And that was the first thing that I had to do. I had so many unhealed trauma from my past. I was a super toxic, man-hating feminist before, and I had to do all of that healing work to be able to attract a loving provider, healthy man. I'm going to be doing more videos on this topic on my page, so make sure you give me a follow.
If you see me out with another man and you're truly trying to pursue me, I feel like the only correct response is to next time you take me out, you go 10 times harder than what you see me doing with the other dude. Like, at the end of the day, y'all are in competition. You getting up and quitting and getting a fit about your opponent doing their job completely defeats the purpose.
Get in the field.
This is your brain on reality TV, because that's the only place you can get this sort of thinking from. Because if you've been alive longer than 10 minutes, you would know this would be a complete turnoff for a man. So he obviously thought you were in wifey category, and he's just going to put you in non-wifey category. Women have this ridiculous delusional notion that men are going to be competing, especially knowingly competing for you. Why would we do that when we control access to relationships? That makes no sense. We're just going to take you from one category and put you in the other. And just listen to the delusion that I see you doing something with another guy, so the next time I take you out, I'm going to take you to a more expensive place and do more. Are you insane? The audacity and the narcissism that women today, it is so striking to me.
According to this clip, 90% of trainers sleep with their clients.
Every female that I've trained, I've done something with her. Bro, the game is so gone. Listen. It's so bad. It's unbelievable. I've got a friend, he's a personal trainer. He's like, she was married, yeah? She was, listen, I've got this wedding coming. I want to get in shape. Bro, they get married. A week before honeymoon, he chopped it, bro. Wow. If you're a man and your girl wants a personal trainer, you either train her or tell her to leave, bro. There's a reason why there's stereotypes. Every male personal trainer, I'm not gonna say every male, but let's say 80% of them. Can we say 90? Bro, I'm even gonna say 90, bro. You need to be a personal trainer to understand that. Because I've got friends who are personal trainers. After every session, bro, she's so sexy. Oh, bro, a week later he's doing something with her. Every female that I've trained, I've done something with her.
You know the worst part? He's probably not wrong. When I was 18, I went to go shadow a trainer. At the time, I was getting my training certification. I didn't know this guy very well, but he trained mostly females. And about 30 minutes into me shadowing him, he tells me how he's sleeping with about half of them. I remember thinking, that's a terrible way to build a business. I also remember thinking this guy's life is probably very stressful and this won't end well. Coaching is a very intimate space. You are working with people's goals, you're working with their physiques, you're working with their relationship with themselves and their relationship with their body. There's a reason there's that stereotype that trainers become like therapists. People open up to their coaches. Part of your responsibility as a coach is to honor that relationship. As the leader of the session, you set the tone as to what conversations are appropriate to have, as to what energy you bring to the session and to the environment. Now, when you're looking for a coach, you can probably figure out a lot about their vibe and what they tolerate based off the content that they produce, what they talk about. And so do your research when you're hiring a coach. This is the world that we live in. I just believe that as a coach, it is your job to set the tone as to what's acceptable and what's not. And I also believe it's your job as the coach to make sure that you don't cross certain lines that would create what is already an intimate interaction, training and coaching and transforming, and leverage that to your own benefit.
Yeah. Are you gonna be in love with me? I want you.
Now listen to me when I say these, because Terrell, that man right there, he is the only thing that's keeping the black male community going, baby. Because if it wasn't for him, baby, the black American dream would be over with. Like, the fact that there's only one man out here that's consistently trying to put men on game on how to treat women. And I tell y'all not, I swear, I went through them comments one day, and they just calling him all types of simps, and he be pandering to women. Showing a woman that you care and doing something nice for a woman is being a simp. Like, I just feel like it's just, like, baby girl, like, if I tell y'all nothing for 2023, it's up. Go ahead, swap. Just go to a different community, baby. It ain't even got to be the palm color community. You can go to the Hispanic community, baby. You'll love it over there, too. They pay cash for everything, okay? Like, them motherfuckers work hard. Baby, you can go to the Asian community. We love it over there, too. They be fine as... Have you seen the gym dudes? Like, the Asian gym dudes? Baby, listen. A good time. Baby, you can go over there with the, God, I don't want to say that ethnicity wrong because I don't want nobody coming for me. But the Indian men, baby, listen. Doctors, lawyers. They got something going on. Like, every other community got something going on. They trying to do better for themselves. You don't have to subject yourself just to your community because it's just your community. All that. Hit the road, Jack.
A guy who
I was gonna say something, but then the world we live in now, you can't say that. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. You can't say that these days. It's too sensitive out here these days. You just can't say. I mean, you just be the platform. But let's just say it like this: a guy who rough them up a little bit. I think I can get away with that. They want a guy that's, cuss him out. Not when I say rough him up, I don't mean put his hands on him. I mean cuss him out, like treat him. Don't put him on a pedestal. In the hood, fast money, live dangerous, kind of like life on the edge. That gets their wet. The fact that the dude they be here today and in the feds tomorrow. For some reason, for some women, that's attractive. I have no, the thrill and all this other. So if you're a purple pill guy, you need to be cognizant of that. Because if she was a Pookie and Ray Ray lover, guess what? She's still gonna be a Pookie and Ray Ray lover. If a woman go and marry a guy who's been a trick all his life, going to brothels, buying and like that, what the you think gonna happen when she get with him? Every now and then he's still gonna dip out to them brothels. You can't take the trick out that every now and then, maybe once or twice a year, he's still gonna have to go buy some. It's just in him, and that's the same way these goddamn girls is who's the Pookie and Ray Ray lovers. Vindictive, you don't want those because they very petty, which means that when you don't want her ass no more, she can try to do something to.
Modern women need to understand, while I'm looking for a provider man, there's only a select. When you say provider man, what you actually mean is I'm looking for a rich man. Provider could be I make $60K a year. I have a nice house or I stay in an apartment. But when, I get with my lady, we're going to look into buying a house, or she might have a house. I might move in with her if that's what we want to do. And we stay there for a few years. And if we want to, upgrade or whatever, we pull our resources and we do that. That's what that might look like, right? Okay, well, he ain't providing if he got to stay at my house. If the man moves into your house and he's paying the mortgage, then he's providing. Okay, if the man is coming home with, okay, you pay the mortgage, I pay for the groceries, I pay the bills and all this other stuff, he's still providing. Y'all make it seem like men aren't doing anything. Y'all make it seem like men just come in and they just start bumming off of you. I mean, y'all work out however you want to run your house, who's going to pay what and who's going to do what. That's fine. But y'all are running into issues where y'all are trying to get, and that's why y'all end up with somebody else's husband. Because y'all don't want to accept, hey, I might not get a man that's making $250,000 a year. I might end up with a man that's making $50,000 a year. But over time, that man might make $60,000, $70,000. If I'm making $60,000 or $70,000, I would think that's pretty good. Maybe we're not ultra rich, but we have a little something, something. And if we're smart about it, we can get a little bit more.
Ladies, don't ever marry a man who makes less money than you. I don't care what the red pill goofies tell you. I don't care what these other dating coaches telling you. I don't care what society at large is telling you. When you are a woman of means and you make good money and you decide to marry down and give a man a chance because he has a good heart, when you roll the dice and you marry a man who ain't got nothing, this is what happens. And those men, once they get in, put a baby in you and all that, they don't just come for a little something. They come for everything. Because remember, these men are feminine. And when the feminine energy that these men rest in is destructive, y'all got to remember, we are in a sassy man apocalypse. These men have no shame in taking everything from a woman they've been with in the past, especially women that they don't like. This man obviously does not like this woman. If he did, he wouldn't be trying to bankrupt her. And he's going to take all that hard-earned money this woman been working for since she been 3. She's going to take it and provide for the next woman who ain't got nothing. And that's how this game works. So ladies, y'all govern yourselves accordingly, and y'all better listen to a real one. I'm going to say it one more time. Never ever date a man who makes less money than you. Dating down is for the birds. Leave that to the masculinas.
I never asked a man for money or gifts or anything like that. I honestly wouldn't do that. It's kind of weird to me. I just think that if you are dating the right type of man, you won't have to ask for those things. Like the right type of man that has a provider mindset and like wants to take care of you, wants to like be generous with you, like he's just going to do certain things without you having to ask. Last two guys that I dated were very much like that. Like I never asked for a Cartier bracelet. This man that I was dating like just wanted to get me something really nice. I barely even knew what Cartier was at the time. My Dyson Airwrap was a gift. One of them gave me a budget and a personal shopper at Bloomingdale's for my birthday. Like I just never asked for anything like that. Like I would never like expect those types of things. If you're dating the right type of man and he really likes you and he values you, he's just going to volunteer and offer to do these types of things. But if you think that just being pretty, just like looking good and being like nice is enough, it's not. Like if a man just values you for your looks, sure, he might like pay for things or give you some things, but like you are easily replaceable to him. He has to value you with everything else that you offer and that you bring. And I mean in terms of like your personality and like who you are, all of that. I think it's more beneficial for women to focus on enriching themselves, enriching who they are, their personality, the things that they have going on, because men find that attractive. When you have a lot of things going for yourself, you're passionate about what you do, like men like that. They find that attractive. And I think that's a better way to try to attract the right man versus just seeking out a man that can take care of you and provide for you.
The thing about submission, and it's such a touchy subject, but it's not about value. It's not about equality. God loves women. And there are moments where women are not treated right in the Bible, but that's not the Bible's message. Those are just stories in the Bible that reflect the history that has naturally happened. But God is very clear that he loves women, and we are, man or woman, children of God, equal in value, different in role. Mm-hmm. We're equal in value. It's not about value, it's about order. God is a God of order. Things have to be in order. Yeah. It goes God, the husband, the wife, and then the children. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But there is one thing that I want you to know. The head of every man is Christ, and the head of woman is man, and the head of Christ is God.
I hear you where that word submit is a little, people are like, oh, I have to submit. But I believe that submission is like the highest form of beauty for a woman. I mean, if I'm going to submit to you, it's because I trust your leadership, I trust your character, I trust your intellect, your integrity. How beautiful is that we can sit back and let the person that we trust lead us.
Like the male equivalent of flowers. Like if I was going to give you something that would mean the same as flowers would mean to you, or to me for you, what would you want?
Like banana bread?
I'm honestly like so over the banana bread trend. What else?
A hug.
Okay, be for real.
I was being for real, but like based sea salt spray.
You already have so many of those.
That man just gave you 3 answers and you dismissed every single one of them. I mean, honestly, at this point, he probably just wishes that you could be kinder to him. I think the first and second answers were right on for so many men out there. The only thing that you could argue is that banana bread does take a little bit more effort, which is why he probably said that one first. And then when you discarded that option, he went to the second option, which is so sweet. A hug. It doesn't take that much effort, but you know what? For a man, it can mean so much because it's physical touch. And for many men, that is exactly how they receive love. For a lot of women, that is all green flags. And you better watch out because those women are in the comment section asking for your man's number.
Won't get a response from me, ain't no confession. Before I tell the lie, if it's one thing a woman hates, boy, is a man that knows his value or what he's capable of. And I've experienced this personally, honestly. Like they, for whatever reason, those types dislike when you know exactly who you are as a person and they can't move the pieces on the chessboard the way they want to. Deep down, they know that you can go right back out to the dating market if they decide to leave and get another one of them or better in a heartbeat. And that alone makes you super attractive, but also very difficult to deal with because they can't manipulate you. You're either too smart to manipulate, you're too attractive to walk away from, you're too paid for them to call you broke. They hate it. There's no leverage. And they're like, bro, why is this so well equipped? Because whether y'all believe it or not, there are women that get with men just so they can have the upper hand.
They can have leverage in the relationship and be able to do whatever it is that they want to do. But when you come in and you got all infinity stones, boy, they hate you. They hate you. The smart ones are like, okay, that's a man to follow. However, the other ones that like to manipulate and control the outcome of the relationship, nah, they dislike you a whole lot. And trust me, they're going to shame and try to guilt you into second guessing yourself like no other. They're going to tell you you're arrogant, you're conceited, you think you all that, you have a big ego, X, Y, and Z. All because you won't allow them to manipulate you. All because you stand on business. Fellas, don't fall for this shit. I promise you. The right woman's gonna come around and appreciate you for being a well-rounded individual. If you take anything from the video, take this. The more you work on yourself in good faith, by the way, the better options you have in dating. That could be changing.
Won't get a response from me, ain't no confession. Before I tell the lie,
if it's one thing a woman hates, boy, is a man that knows his value or what he's capable of. And I've experienced this personally, honestly. Like they, for whatever reason, those types dislike when you know exactly who you are as a person and they can't move the pieces on the chessboard the way they want to. Deep down, they know that you can go right back out to the dating market if they decide to leave and get another one of them or better in a heartbeat. And that alone makes you super attractive, but also very difficult to deal with because they can't manipulate you. You're either too smart to manipulate, you're too attractive to walk away from, you're too paid for them to call you broke. They hate it. There's no leverage. And they're like, bro, why is this so well equipped? Because whether I believe it or not, there are women that get with men just so they can have the upper hand. They can have leverage in the relationship and be able to do whatever it is that they want to do. But when you come in and you got all infinity stones, boy, they hate you. They hate you. The smart ones are like, okay, that's a man to follow. However, the other ones that like to manipulate and control the outcome of the relationship, nah, they dislike you a whole lot. And trust me, they're going to shame and try to guilt you into second guessing yourself like no other. They're going to tell you you're arrogant, you're conceited, you think you all that, you have a big ego, X, Y, and Z. All because you won't allow them to manipulate you. All because you stand on business. Fellas, don't fall for this shit. I promise you. The right woman's gonna come around and appreciate you for being a well-rounded individual. If you take anything from the video, take this. The more you work on yourself in good faith, by the way, the better options you have in dating. That could be changing.
We all gotta find X. We all got an X as bad as and we left her alone. Fine as fuck. In some way, it's a that's with your ex, realizing why you left her. Realizing why. I know for a fact my ex somewhere is a right now like, I see why that ugly money. And she done talk shit about me. She done talk, look, I sacrificed so much for him. Well, he was broke, busted, and discussing what I meant. And he's realizing like, nah, I see why buddy left that one alone. This is throwed off. Find a woman that is fine as hell, and I'll show you 100 dudes that hate her guts. Oh God. That's the thing, bro. And that's the sense of delusion that a lot of these girls is going with. What they have this false sense of motion. They got this false sense of security, this false sense of affluence, this false sense of financial stability that was never there before you came into the picture. And then when you remove your financial stability from her, now she say you the bad guy. Well, he me over. No, baby, I just removed my funding. I defunded your program because your program is not my program. So they go to the next dude, talk about you, and then he realized within 90 days why you left him.
Nietzsche, what are you doing?
I got this new Super Gorilla. It's an all-natural male supplement. It's an elixir that enhances everything that you need enhanced when it's time to be enhanced. All you gotta do is take a shot of it. It's like a shot of rejuvenation. It's like the fountain of youth for certain parts of your body. And all you gotta do is just take a shot. So before you take a shot of Hennessy or a shot of Dawn, take a shot of this, and she's gonna and take a shot at her. Go to soup. Just go here to get it.
And once again, all of the pressure and all of the onus is being put on men. They say stupid stuff like, hey, you know, if a man ain't, if you making less money than you are, don't marry him. I don't care what anybody said. And once again, it always goes back to, I don't care what the red pill goofies tell you. They're goofy because they say, judge a man by his character and his behavior. Stop judging him by just his bank account. Well, don't leave with your wallet. I didn't. They asked the question, how much do you have in your bank account? Straight out. I didn't leave with anything. I started asking questions about what you do, what are your interests, what are your hobbies. I started asking questions, and we got to the point within the first 2 dates that she was asking what was in my bank account. What are we doing? What are we doing? Modern women are out here dating terribly. And they're finding out, well, shoot, this man is a totally different man from the man that I married. No, he's not. This man has always been who he's been. You just married for money. And you thought that you was going to take all of this man's money and just spend it because he just wanted to spoil you. You're not going to do that. Y'all love it. Getting out here, marrying a rich man and taking all his money. And then y'all decide I don't want to be with him anymore, and you divorce him and try to take, honestly and truly try to take half his stuff, if not more. But then when a man turns around and now you got to pony up and you got to pay up, then all of a sudden, oh man, it's probably a product of misogyny. It's probably a product of the patriarchy. It's probably a product of misogyny, of red pill. Accountability.
A man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. You can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media. What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parent. Walk right out on that man. Like, it's literally every piece of media is, you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out. The basic kind of communication around this is, you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. And quite frankly, you don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. They will decide they don't want to meet him, or they won't show up. That means a guy of average attractiveness has to swipe right 1,000 times to get one coffee. Now, what does that tell that guy? Women don't value me. Women make me feel rejected. And then they go online and they see these misogynists telling them it's not your fault. And these men become much more prone to misogynistic content, much more prone to nationalistic content, blaming other people for the lack of economic opportunity. They start sequestering from society. I worry that we are literally evolving a new species of asexual, asocial male. And if a man by the age of 30 hasn't either lived with someone or married someone, there's a 1 in 3 chance he's going to have a substance problem.
Men are always a little bit more eager than women.
Eager in what sense?
Eager in all the ways. I want to be in this relationship in the first place. I'm more likely to say I love you first. I'm more likely to want to be exclusive. I'm more likely to want to take things to the next level.
Men are more willing to do that.
Men
this
across
runs
the board.
countercurrent to all this stuff about men being non-committal.
There's like new review papers on this that are really compelling, and it's like kind of the same effect size across the board, which is how we talk about, how big is this difference? It's medium size, but it's just right there all the way through breaking up. Who's more likely to want to break up? It's women who are more likely to want to break up. The reason put forward for this, I find it very compelling. That's because men just don't quite have their social lives put together in the same way that women do.
The real reason men fall off. Understand this. Men don't fall off because life hits them. Men fall off because they chase people who don't care if they win or not. In large part, bills don't drain a man. Distractions do. Attention with no direction is what truly drains him. And the consequence of that, you stop building, you stop growing, and you stop choosing yourself. And that's the most important thing. And because of that, the world takes everything from you when you don't take care of you. If you chased your goals the way you chase women, your whole life would be unrecognizable. So in closing, you're not broke, bro. You just keep investing in everything that can't pour back into you.
I don't find fat women attractive. If a woman says, I don't find short men attractive, who cares? Nobody. If I say fat women aren't attractive, they're about to put me once again, good morning, fat shaming, misogynistic, that they're going to attack me for having a standard. Why am I not allowed a standard as a man? They have standards. In fact, I'd argue women have higher standards than anyone. Ask the average woman on the street what she wants in a man. The average woman. I don't want him to be short. I want him to be rich. I want him to be smart. I want him to be interesting, charismatic. He has to be spontaneous, and he has to love my family, and he has to love my dog. And then she'll go on for 25 minutes about what she wants.
So, I'm 29 and single. Again, yeah, a bit frustrated. I really don't want to go back to the dating scene and dating apps and telling people what my favorite color is, in the hopes that if I'm patient and have faith, my husband would come into my life in the right moment. So I'm trying to take a different approach. If you guys have any recommendations or know anyone, tag them below. Tell them to send me a DM. And for the first time, I will put my trust in the internet and see if maybe this leads me to my future partner in crime. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Men know that they are providers. A man's value is his money and his career, and a woman's value is her looks. That's the truth, and that's the world that we live in. Women get things because they are pretty, and men have power because they have money. And if you want a good-looking woman, you're going to be spending money.
Not every man wants a quote-unquote good-looking woman. Like, some men just want normal women.
Yeah, men
like,
without money.
That's not true. I'm not dating a woman that's above a 7. Like, I'm just being real.
But if you could afford it, you would.
You gotta do all that shit. When she call, you gotta go. You paying for shit. You opening the door, and you. I just don't get. Nigga, let me tell you something. See, my little shit know she pressure, so I gotta treat her good. See, my little shit, she educated, she well mannered, she got money, her nails good, her skin good. See, I gotta treat her good. I gotta step up. See, what I don't want, right, is her to walk outside and then another open the door for her, right? Another willing to pay for her, right? Another nigga willing to do something that she thinks, I mean, even remotely thinks that I won't just run and do, hands down. I can't have that. Cause see, my little shit won't be, can't do that.
He gon' her if she cheat.
She knows she pressure, and I know
Nigga
she
crazy for real. Have y'all ever noticed that the way women complain about us don't add up to the way these acting like they treat their girls? But the women always reposting it. They always liking the shit. They just so eager to believe everything a nigga say. But then they on here telling us that we liars. And it's a fact. We just gotta believe that. It don't add up. Motherfuckers be just saying anything for real. Cause guess what? Everything you just talked about running and doing, she can do herself. And whenever she mad, she'll remind you, I don't need a man. I can do this myself. Matter of fact, their favorite one is if one man won't, the next one will. So this is all basic. Imagine if you think you special because you can do what a woman can do. You ain't different to her. You ain't different because you could do what other men could do. See, I'm the type that was going to get water for my ex, but I never in my mind believe I gotta do this, otherwise another gonna come and do it. If she open that door, I don't with her anyways. That's what y'all don't talk about. It's levels to this. So either this nigga is a simp and he gonna get played, or he a pimp and he finna play somebody. But it's so easy, ain't it? Subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
So, like, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Cool. That's no problem. So, I graduated college, and with the degree that I have, I work in that field. Yep. Hobbies, you know what I'm saying? I like to read books and stuff in my spare time to keep the mind stimulated. I read some books. I like to play chess too. That all, you know what I'm saying? That helps keep the mind sharp. Play chess in my spare time. Goals is
Goals? Well, I don't want no chess playing, book reading, goal oriented ass. But you know, I'm straight with you. I'm sorry.
Wait, ma'am.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I was just playing.
Ma'am?
I'm not talking about ma'am. You don't want to be ma'am. I was just playing. I scam.
Ooh, Zaddy.
Yes, I scam. Young Miami and them hoes, I'm them. Who they talk about? Spitting on them. I scam. I trap. I'm missing plays right now to do this. I really ain't even supposed to do this. I got my car loaded, which I can go to jail any minute.
Jail?
I got everything you need. Look, I got Za, rapper weed, Molly, lean, Percocet. It's 2 hoes in there with the windows up right now. I pimp. I got hoes.
You pimp?
Yes.
Oh my God.
God.
Ooh, Zaddy.
I ain't bullshitting.
Let me sit my back down. Yeah. Oh my God. You are. Ooh, I did not know you was doing it like
I got
that.
3 kids, 3 baby mamas. I take care of them, but we all stay with my mama. Yeah.
I just love me never moving out the house ass. Oh my God, you are so sexy. Oh my God. I can't wait to tell my homegirls about this king I just met. Oh my God.
When you give up the man, you give up the resources.
There's still men out there that is willing to protect their family no matter what. When I came to Iman and told him that I didn't feel safe, nothing else should have mattered. Why are we even on this phone arguing? I'm coming to you saying, yo, baby daddy, I don't feel safe. Like niggas talking about they gonna off me if I boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, I don't feel safe. Well, back in 2023, when I did, What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I've done nothing but protect him the whole way through. You can Google Tiana and Iman's divorce. All you ever see me speak on is begging to stay out of our business.
When you give up the man, you give up the resources. When you give up the man, you give up the resources. Too many of y'all think that you can break up with a nigga, you can divorce a nigga, you can leave a nigga, all this, that, and the third, and then you can still call on him when you need provision and protection. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, okay? Especially if you got a new your new is the one that's responsible for protecting and providing for you. Not your old one. Because your old one, he finna go get him a new one. And what that look like? You call him just because y'all got kids together, you call him because you need something for you. No, absolutely not. Because you could have kept the man and kept the resources. No, it don't work like that. Sorry. Oh well, especially after you took a to the cleaners in a divorce, you took all the money. Hey, I don't have nothing to say. I'm not there. I'm not in your marriage. I don't care what you do. But after you took the money, you took all the money. Then you want to be like, oh, baby daddy, I need you. No, it don't work like that, baby. Sorry. It's crazy because, exes are only family when you need them.
I guess what I don't get is, once again, it always rounds down to a man is the issue. A man is the issue. Somebody can say the man would have to go on dating apps and swipe right 200 times after a woman ghosted him to get a coffee. 200 times I have to swipe right to get one coffee. 200 times. Being humiliated, being talked to sideways as if I'm your child or something like that, from modern women who they're way out of line with the way that they handle men, with the way, I'm worried that, these men are going online after experiencing this, and we're evolving a new species of men. They're nationalistic, they're this, they're that, and this and that, and men, they don't want to improve themselves. Actually, when they go online, they saying it's not your fault. No, actually, when they're going online, you hear a lot of people say you need to improve yourself. You need to improve yourself. Hey man, this is why I tell you, if a woman is going to treat you this way, get in the gym, man. Get in the gym. Start working out. Even if you don't go to the gym, get some home workouts. Reason you probably go to gym is, you can get the social element. There's probably some other dudes in there you can link up with. Man, take yourself out to eat. Go on a trip by yourself. Find something to do. But build your career up. And when you start building your career and adding value to yourself in a lot of different ways, then a lot of that stuff that a lot of these ladies were talking about is going to go away. It's going to go away. You're going to find somebody that you like and they like you because you done built yourself and you done found that person that's kind of on the same level as you, or going in the same direction. They never give men credit for that. They just say, oh man, you're watching this content and it's telling you this and it's telling you that, this and that. It's so toxic. That's what they say. But they never say, here's what we can do in order to get men away from this content. Let's find a space where men can talk freely and be men and not be judged for it. Oh wait, of course, we're going to allow these ladies to come in and mess it up.